He jealous. He jealous because nobody gave a fuck about this nigga when he was in the league. This nigga is jealous, bro. It's envy and hate in his heart. But Michael Jordan kids wasn't good enough to make the league, my nigga. They wasn't. They didn't have the gift. One of those niggas short as fuck, ain't they? And the other nigga is a crackhead. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't used to be like a big ass LeBron fan until later on in his career, bro. But like, why do y'all niggas hate him so bad? Especially the older niggas, bro. Like, I understand you cannot like him for like political reasons, okay? But I seen a nigga put LeBron James 8 all the time. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? A nigga had Allen Iverson over LeBron. Like, what are we talking about? LeBron is hated by everybody. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Let's get into the video.
A player, who would it be?
It'd probably be like LeBron, you know, up for debate.
I need an intro, bro.
All time. You know, he's personally not mine.
Cooper Flagg has always made it clear that LeBron James isn't his GOAT. That's nothing new. But what he just dropped is messy, unexpected, and turning heads fast. Out of nowhere, he exposed a brutal truth about LeBron and revealed why so many around the league can't stand him. Let me break it down. Why NBA players hate LeBron James. I think it's safe to say LeBron is one of the most disliked NBA players today, but
like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't used to be like a big ass LeBron fan until later on in his career, bro. But like, why do y'all niggas hate him so bad? Especially the older niggas, bro. Like, I understand you cannot like him for like political reasons, okay? But I seen a nigga put LeBron James 8 all the time. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? A nigga had Allen Iverson over LeBron. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why do y'all do this? Like, this shit is like dead ass weird at this point. Like, the LeBron hate, bro.
According to Cooper, the tension may have started the moment he entered the league. Back in 2003, an 18-year-old LeBron James walked into NBA locker rooms as the most hyped prospect since Michael Jordan. The expectations were sky high. The media attention was non-stop.
That nigga delivered on his expectations too, bro.
Ever seen. But here's what most people don't realize. His own teammates were rooting against him from day one.
Well, I knew he was the real thing when he came in. It was just a matter of time to when he was going to pick up and when he was going to actually learn the game.
Paul Silas, LeBron's rookie coach, revealed that some Cavaliers players were jealous of LeBron's hype and success. In a shocking revelation, Silas noted, their egos wouldn't allow it. I kept telling them, you have a chance to help one of the game's future stars, but they wouldn't embrace him. This wasn't just typical rookie hazing. This was something deeper, something more personal. Before the 2003 NBA draft, Carlos Boozer, a forward on the Cavaliers, publicly stated that Cleveland had better players than him in his position already on our team, expressing skepticism about LeBron's immediate impact. But perhaps the most telling revelation came from LeBron himself years later. In a moment of rare vulnerability,
hating ass niggas.
Early days. Teammates that I had to be on the floor with, practicing with, on the planes with, in the locker room, in game situations, had this kind of, you don't want to say hate, but had this kind of animosity towards me and what I could provide. Think about that for a moment. An 18-year-old kid thrust into the spotlight, dealing with grown men who resented his success before he'd even played a single NBA game.
Facts, that's weird, bro. That's weird. That's some jealousy shit. Imagine niggas did that nowadays.
Jealousy over his media
like, what the fuck?
And expectation. One of the most telling examples of this early animosity came from Ricky Davis, the team's leading scorer before LeBron's arrival. Davis, a guard who wanted to remain the primary.
He knew LeBron was gonna take that nigga money. Facts.
2003, 0-4 season before being traded to the Boston Celtics, suggesting friction with LeBron's rising prominence.
It's a difference in being great and learning the NBA game. And him coming in at an early age, I don't think he was ready fully his rookie year as he is now.
Davis later provided insight into the mindset of that era, explaining the culture clash that LeBron represented. The NBA at that time,
type of dumbass question is that? I mean, answer is
here was LeBron, changing that dynamic completely. This pattern of jealousy and resentment wasn't limited to Cleveland. It was a phenomenon that would follow LeBron throughout his career, manifesting in different ways with different teammates and opponents. The foundation was set. LeBron James wasn't just a basketball player, he was a disruptor, someone who challenged the established order simply by existing. But why? Why did grown men, professional athletes at the highest level, harbor such animosity toward a teenager?
Because this nigga's a god.
The answer lies in the complex psychology of professional sports, where ego, competition, competition, and survival instincts create a perfect storm of conflict. The Cavaliers'
shit gay, though.
roster during LeBron's early years included veterans who were accustomed to being the focal point of the team. LeBron's arrival as the #1 draft pick, coupled with the chosen one narrative, created a dynamic where some teammates felt overshadowed, leading to reported envy and lack of camaraderie.
It's really the media. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm really starting to not like the media and social media nowadays. Because niggas are dead ass weird, bro. Like the stories y'all be putting on shit be so weird nowadays. Like, like the narrative. This shit is all narrative driven. Like if you actually sat down and listened to these niggas speak about their situation, bro, it's way different than what the media portrayed. That's what Kyrie said, bro, and that shit, I believe that shit.
About the fear of being forgotten. When someone comes in with the kind of hype that LeBron had, it doesn't just affect the starting lineup. It affects everyone's perception of their own value and place in the hierarchy. The media attention was unprecedented. Every move LeBron made was dissected, analyzed, and broadcast to millions. Meanwhile, players who had been grinding in the league for years suddenly found themselves as footnotes in the LeBron James story.
Y'all ain't do what LeBron did. It's okay, bro.
What makes this story even more compelling is how this early animosity created a ripple effect that would follow LeBron for the rest of his career. The explosive confrontations. If you thought the rookie year tensions were intense, you haven't seen anything yet. As LeBron's career progressed and his influence grew, the animosity didn't just persist. It exploded into public confrontations that would make headlines and create lasting feuds. This is where our story gets really interesting, because we're not just talking about locker room grumbling anymore. We're talking about players calling each other out on national television, heated exchanges that nearly led to physical altercations, and moments that revealed the true depth of resentment toward LeBron James. One of the most shocking revelations
that shit
from an unexpected source. Mario Chalmers.
I'm just thinking about like the niggas on NBA Twitter, bro. Like the shit they be saying.
The key matchup was him and Paul George. Cool, y'all got that. So we in transition. George Hill run to the corner. I run with George Hill. Paul George stop at the wing and shoot the three. And Brown like guard him. Okay. That's all I say on the court. So we get back to the bench. I'm like, losing. Like, all this we doing, like, we got to stop acting like just play basketball.
Now, you might think that winning 2 championships together would create unbreakable bonds, but the reality was far more.
Bro, that's not even bitching. I ain't gonna lie. He just being a leader, bro. You sound like a hoe, Mario. LeBron just sound like he being a leader, bro.
In a 2017 interview, he stated, "It can be tough playing with LeBron sometimes just because he's such a dominant player. Is the coach going to get everybody else involved, or is he going to let Bron decide when he wants to get everybody else involved?" But here's where it gets really explosive. In 2025, a viral clip resurfaced where Chalmers admitted to something that sent shockwaves through the basketball.
I do understand why y'all say
in a playoff game, he called LeBron a and urged him to stop being a bitch and go play, citing LeBron's perceived mental softness at times. The clip shows Chalmers explaining the confrontation with a startling level of detail. He describes how
mental softness. How is that mental softness? Didn't he just call him a bitch? Wait, what y'all calling that mental softness? Like, bruh, you gotta understand. Look at this shit from a grown man perspective, bro. My nigga, you trying to lead this nigga. You trying to lead this nigga, and he call you a bitch ass nigga. Hell no! Oh, hell no!
Go play, citing LeBron's perceived mental softness at times.
Hold on, let me hear that shit again.
During a crucial moment in a playoff game, he called
crucial
LeBron
moment
and urged him to stop.
He called LeBron a bitch and urged him to stop bitching.
Being a bitch and go play.
Stop being a bitch and go play.
Citing LeBron's perceived mental softness at times. The clip shows Chalmers explaining the confrontation with a startling level of detail.
Bruh,
he describes how
that's a narrative, bro.
To being called out and how the confrontation.
I don't believe that shit.
But here's the most revealing part. Chalmers frames this as doing his job, as motivating his teammate, but the underlying tension is unmistakable.
Like, you're the best player out here. Stop being a bitch and go play. And he took offense to that. And it was kind of like, you just jumped at me? Like, me?
You didn't call him a bitch.
Yeah,
exactly. You called him a bitch.
That's why I stopped playing like a
okay.
Bro, but that shit's still offensive to somebody, bro. Like, you can't, bro. Come on, you called him a bitch.
Udoka said he got mad about that. We all know this is Brown's trigger word.
This wasn't just trash talk or
Pussy.
friendly banter. This was a teammate during a crucial playoff moment, publicly challenging LeBron's toughness and commitment. The fact that Chalmers felt comfortable sharing this story years later suggests that this type of confrontation wasn't an isolated incident. Perhaps no former teammate has been as vocal about LeBron as Kendrick Perkins. Once a close friend and ally, Perkins has become one of LeBron's most persistent.
Y'all listening to Kendrick Perkins? We listening to Kendrick Perkins? Bro, Kendrick Perkins look like a hoe ass nigga, bro.
Critics and their public.
Look at this nigga hoop, bro.
That go back decades. Perkins and LeBron have a long history, having first met in 7th grade and later becoming teammates on the Oakland Soldiers AAU team. They were also teammates during the 2014 to 15 and 2017 to 18 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but that shared history has made their current feud all the more bitter. The breaking point came in 2024 when Perkins accused LeBron of stealing the spotlight during the NBA Finals. Before Game 1 of the 2024 NBA Finals, LeBron praised Kyrie Irving, saying he was so mad that he wasn't Irving's running mate anymore. Perkins exploded on NBA Today, accusing LeBron of weaseling his way into somebody else's moment and making the finals about himself when the Lakers were not playing.
Here we go again.
Here we go again, what?
Weaseling.
Bro, why are we listening to Kendrick fucking Perkins, bro?
His way into somebody else's moment. Like, let somebody else. Like,
Somebody
this is
else's
not
moment.
about you. Your team is at home. This is about the Mavs and the Celtics. But yet,
Nigga, he can't talk about himself? Like, what the fuck is we talking about, bruh? Y'all niggas being weird, bro. That's, bruh. Y'all niggas are being weird.
On it that you're not Kyrie Irving running mate.
But Perkins wasn't done.
I promise you he don't give a fuck. I promise you LeBron don't give a fuck.
In a moment of raw emotion, he revealed the person.
Bro, this is LeBron James we talking about. You think LeBron James...
He opened up about
Bruh.
the business side of
Fuck
the
outta here,
feud,
bro.
explaining his position as a media personality who has to maintain credibility.
Here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna leave it at this. The one thing about it is this, bro. I have a job to do, okay? And I'm gonna do my job, and I'm not gonna let anybody persuade me to say something that I don't want to say, right? I'm gonna critique everybody fairly. If you're doing well, I'm gonna give you your flowers. If I feel like you're on some bullshit, I'm gonna call you out on it.
The most devastating part of Perkins' critique came when he revealed that LeBron had unfollowed him on social media, and he had retaliated by blocking LeBron's phone number. Perkins stated, "He unfollowed me, and then I blocked him on my cell phone," revealing that their friendship had suffered due to these disputes. But perhaps the most telling moment came when
Like, what do you expect? You dissing this nigga on the internet,
We
bruh?
go back since like 99, 2000. I don't need a
2000s.
Yeah, I don't need a phone call from Rich Paul, bro, to speak on your behalf. Like, you got my phone number. You do. Like, if you really feel some type of way, dog, just hit me. And if I...
Bro. You are dissing this nigga on the internet. But he's soft. LeBron soft. And guess what? Niggas be listening to this shit and they be...
feel like I was wrong,
I'm actually getting mad, bro.
apologize, and then we move on from it.
This wasn't just about basketball.
I'm starting to not like this nigga hearing him
media
talk.
criticism. This was about a friendship that had been destroyed by LeBron's need to control narratives and his inability to accept criticism from people who knew him.
Yo, this... Bro, what the fuck you mean nigga, he's trying to paint some shit on him that's not true. Y'all weird. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all LeBron haters weird, bro. This shit is not no type of character flaw
If
in
you
this
want to
nigga.
understand the depth of
LeBron is a regular
person,
person, bro.
LeBron, look no further than Joakim Noah. The former Chicago Bulls center didn't just dislike LeBron. He seemed to genuinely despise everything he represented.
Arrogant, and he's a stunner. There was moments where, you know, you're down 20 points, you're shooting a free throw with your left hand, you dancing all over the court. I was
Nah, that nigga Joakim Noah was a bitch.
feeling it. So I let it be known that I wasn't feeling none of this.
Noah's
Wait,
right.
hold on, bro. No, that's funny as fuck. My nigga, this nigga Joakim Noah is mad at LeBron because LeBron is having fun at playing basketball. That's why you don't like him, because he was having fun. Oh, he's so arrogant.
With LeBron primarily developed during LeBron's tenure with the Miami Heat, when the Chicago Bulls and Miami Heat were Eastern Conference rivals.
Niggas was getting that belt.
Including the 2011 Eastern Conference Finals, where
Nah,
Miami
that's funny.
defeated Chicago 4-1. But this wasn't just about competitive rivalry. Noah took issue with LeBron's personality, his showmanship, and what he perceived as preferential treatment from referees. In 2010, Noah made headlines during the Bulls' playoff series against the Cleveland Cavaliers when he said, "I don't know about that, man. I'm from Chicago. We don't dance. Cleveland sucks, to be honest." The animosity was personal and deep-rooted. Noah's
Nigga said, "We don't dance." Y'all niggas are losers though. So does it matter? You was a loser, my nigga.
Contrasted with LeBron's polished, media-savvy image. Noah, a Chicago fan favorite, viewed LeBron's arrival in Miami as part of the super team era, which some players felt shifted the NBA's competitive balance.
Like, people trying to make it like, yo, this side, this is our side. Like, okay, that's just you're looking at it wrong. This is competition. This is where you represent. I don't give a about what you represent. This is Chicago Bulls. Like, that's all it was.
Years later, Noah would reflect on the rivalry, but even in hindsight, the intensity of his feelings was unmistakable. He described how LeBron's dominance frustrated him, how the calls seemed to go LeBron's way, and how it drove him to push back harder.
That's greatness.
LeBron hatred
That's greatness.
Complete without looking into the Paul Pierce saga. This wasn't.
I want to hear what Paul Pierce got to say.
Feud that began with one of the most disrespectful acts in NBA history. According to Kendrick Perkins, Pierce spat at the Cleveland Cavaliers bench where James was sitting during a 2004 preseason game. This act of ultimate disrespect reportedly set the tone for their feud, with Perkins noting that it nearly led to a physical altercation in the locker room area. But Pierce's hatred runs deeper than just that moment. It's philosophical, it's personal, and it's relentless. In 2020, Pierce omitted James from his top 5 NBA players of all time, naming Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, and Kobe Bryant. Pierce's criticism
Wait, what? Hold on.
Omitted James from his top 5 NBA players.
So LeBron James not top 5. Wait, what the fuck LeBron do? I was zoned out. I ain't gonna lie.
Pierce's hatred runs deeper than just that moment. It's philosophical, it's personal, and it's relentless. In 2020, Pierce omitted James from his top 5 NBA players of all time, naming Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, and Kobe Bryant. Pierce's criticism goes beyond.
What did Pierce say?
He's attacked LeBron's character.
I want to hear it come out his mouth.
And his legacy at every turn. He argued that James hadn't built an organization from the ground up, unlike his listed players, stating, "What has LeBron done to build up any organization from the ground? The personal nature of their feud."
My nigga, what have you done? Like, my nigga, you was on the Celtics. The Celtics did not win solely because of you, my guy. You deadass made a super team too. You did the same exact shit as him. So shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck? What type of hating ass shit is this? Nigga, what have you done?
When Pierce was asked about their relationship, Perkins claimed that Pierce and LeBron hate each other and don't speak even now. This wasn't just
I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. Nigga.
Let's look at how this pattern of confrontation and criticism has evolved into something even more complex and controversial. The recent feuds and family drama that have emerged paint a picture of a man who, despite all his success, continues to generate division and resentment wherever he goes. The modern controversies. Nothing has generated more controversy in recent years than LeBron's handling of his son Bronny's NBA career. What should have been a feel-good story about a father and son living their dream together has instead become a lightning rod for criticism about nepotism, privilege, and the corruption of meritocracy.
This is not his fault. So we blaming this shit on LeBron. This is some political shit LeBron has nothing to do. What the fuck? Like,
in professional sports, Stephen A. Smith, typically one of LeBron's defenders.
Like, of course the nepotism gonna be fucking crazy. It's LeBron James. It's LeBron James. You think the best player, the most famous player in the fucking league, when his son is in the league at the same time, you don't think that's gonna spark some type of conversation?
Reached a breaking point that shocked the basketball world. In a passionate plea on First Take, Smith delivered one of the most scathing critiques of LeBron.
He finna say some dumbass shit
we've ever heard.
I'm really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be.
What you gonna say, bro?
Towards LeBron James.
What you gonna say, bro?
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this.
Stop what?
This. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad.
Smith pleaded with
Okay, the nigga made the NBA. He's in the NBA. What the fuck? Why is it like, bro? Y'all niggas weird. I ain't gonna
stop
lie.
facilitating Bronny.
Nigga was good enough to make the NBA.
With LeBron James.
You know how many NBA players had sons that didn't make the fucking NBA? That didn't become famous? That didn't become a fucking good player? Like, what the fuck? This nigga made the NBA and he's dead ass one of the most popular niggas in the NBA. If it's because LeBron, okay, but still, Like, what the fuck? That's an accomplishment.
We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because
it's
of
damn
LeBron.
so.
This wasn't just criticism. This was a desperate plea from someone who had watched LeBron's influence corrupt what should have been a merit-based system. But Smith wasn't alone in his criticism. Gilbert Arenas criticized the special treatment Bronny received, particularly regarding his G League arrangement with the South Bay Lakers, where he was initially limited to playing only home games. Arenas sarcastically remarked, "Because LeBron James is my daddy," to suggest that Bronny was receiving VIP treatment due to his father's influence. The criticism reached a fever pitch.
Bro, it's LeBron
a brutal
James.
assessment of Bronny's NBA readiness that left no room for interpretation.
In the NBA, you have to pretend that Bronny's an NBA player because otherwise you'll upset the king. So he has a good G League game, and they get him to the Lakers, and they want to play him. And remember, he is a 6'2" guard that's a non-point guard. He's 6'2", got cooked on defense, and has not scored in 38 minutes on the floor.
What the fuck type of basketball and sport have this nigga even played, bro? Like, what sport did this nigga play? Fucking nigga played tennis?
More damaging was the criticism from Kwame Brown, who brought a...
We don't give a fuck about what Kwame Brown say or think. This country ass nigga.
Challenges as a young player, delivered a passionate commentary about the unfairness of the situation.
And I wonder what Gills Arena and those guys gonna say now. Is that what we gonna do? ESPN is highlighting this boy one basket on ESPN, and then they wonder why.
He jealous. He jealous because nobody gave a fuck about this nigga when he was in the league. He's jealous. This nigga is jealous, bro. It's envy and hate in his heart.
People on YouTube and everybody talking about it. It ain't hatred.
Yes, it is.
It's insanity.
No, you hate him.
You want me to uplift
It's the greatest player of all time.
Brown argued
it's his son in the league, bro. Bro, if Michael Jordan had a kid in the league, they would do the same shit. But guess what? Michael Jordan kids wasn't good enough to make the league, my nigga. They wasn't. They didn't have the gift. One of those niggas short as fuck, ain't they? And the other nigga is a crackhead. This nigga LeBron is a great father. Y'all hating on this nigga because he's a great father, bro. That's fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
Power, framing it as unfair media manipulation. His criticism cut to the heart of the issue. This wasn't about supporting black excellence. This was about privilege and nepotism disguised as opportunity. Just when you thought...
Gang, bro, you should be supporting another. It be your own niggas, bro. It literally be your own niggas. Like, black people are dead ass crabs in the barrel ass nigga. You want this nigga to not make the NBA and not be successful? Like, you should be rooting for this nigga, bro.
Controversy was the peak of
nigga had a heart attack. He almost fucking died. He got hated on him.
About ring culture in the NBA. What seemed like a philosophical discussion about
y'all fucked up. Oh my mama, y'all fucked up.
Into accusations of hypocrisy and self-serving narrative manipulation. LeBron expressed frustration with the NBA's focus on championships as the primary measure of greatness, stating, "I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the end-all, be-all of everything." He argued that great players like Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, and Steve Nash shouldn't be diminished because they never won title. The response was swift and brutal. Paul Pierce, never one to hold back when it comes to LeBron, delivered a scathing critique that exposed what many saw as LeBron's fundamental hypocrisy.
Well, there has to be a measuring stick. And why do we play the game? You know, is it for the fame?
Bro, this nigga has 1 ring, by the way. LeBron deadass has 3 more rings than you. Shut the fuck up. You can't tell LeBron this shit. You deadass can't tell LeBron this shit. You can't. It's only like 2 niggas that can have this conversation with LeBron fucking James, bro. It's only 2 niggas that can have this conversation with LeBron James, bro.
Perceived as hypocrisy, pointing to LeBron's 2010 move from Cleveland to Miami to team up with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh as evidence
that nigga teamed up with KG and fucking Ray Allen.
Pierce's argument was devastating in its simplicity. How can you criticize ring culture when your entire career was built around chasing rings?
Now, I remember LeBron left Cleveland.
This nigga went to the Clippers. This nigga went to the Nets and played with motherfucking Darren Williams.
100%. 100%. Right? Because he was trying to...
Was you not ring chasing 2 at the end of your career?
Feuding with LeBron over the Bronny situation, piled on with his own brutal assessment.
Who's devalued LeBron? See, that's the BS that we have to stop letting him and his camp get away.
Lots of people have.
Once again, excuse me. When we talk about the GOAT, because he's not. in a lot of people's eyes. It's Michael Jordan.
Smith called LeBron's dismissal.
Bro,
of ring
LeBron
culture
being in these
nonsense,
conversations
arguing
is
that LeBron's
crazy.
own actions
Imagine, nigga, imagine you so successful in life, my nigga. People on the daily argue if you the greatest nigga to ever touch a basketball. And they think that shit is like a insult. Nah, this nigga LeBron tough. LeBron's so tough.
To Cleveland and then to the Lakers were
Oh my
all
God.
driven by the pursuit of championships, making his current stance seem hypocritical.
Everybody universally recognizes him as one of the top 3 players in the history of basketball.
Yes.
What the hell else do you want? A diaper and a bib? What do you want? Do you want us to feed you some applesauce or something? My God, what more can you do?
What the fuck did LeBron say?
He's not the GOAT.
Even Charles Barkley, who was specifically mentioned by LeBron as an example of a great player without a ring, seemed to take issue with LeBron's approach to criticism and controversy. The controversies reached a new level of absurdity during the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend, when LeBron's behavior sparked criticism from unexpected quarters. Kendrick Perkins, already feuding with LeBron, found yet another reason to call out his former teammate.
So am I mad about Braun not playing? No, I get it. He's 40. But I'm mad about how he went about it. And I'm also mad, like, put your damn uniform on, Braun. I mean, damn, you done messed up the whole damn picture. Put your...
Bro, shut the fuck up. You talking about his clothes, my nigga. He didn't want to wear his fucking uniform. He just wanted to wear some clothes. He's not playing. Does it matter? No.
Damn uniform on. That's
Shut your whole ass up.
It came off as him being selfish. It looked very selfish on his part.
Perkins criticized LeBron for arriving late to the NBA All-Star Weekend and pulling out of the game at the last minute, which prevented injury replacements like Norman Powell from being added. The criticism wasn't just about the decision itself, but about how LeBron handled it, once again putting his own interests above the collective good of the league and his fellow players. Perhaps the most shocking controversy of recent years came from an unexpected source, MMA fighter Chael Sonnen. During a time when LeBron was dealing with his son Bronny's cardiac arrest, Sonnen made allegations that sent shockwaves through the sports world. Sonnen made allegations about LeBron's use of performance-enhancing drugs, claiming they shared the same doctor and implying a connection between LeBron's alleged EPO.
This snitch ass nigga, bro. You a hoe, I ain't gonna lie.
His cardiac arrest. While these allegations were unsubstantiated and widely criticized for their timing, they highlighted the level of animosity that exists toward LeBron in some circles. The most recent and perhaps most revealing aspect of the modern LeBron controversy has been his war with the media. His feud with Stephen A. Smith escalated to the point where they had a face-to-face confrontation.
Hey, W Press.
LeBron confronted
W
Smith
Press.
and telling him
Press
to
Stephen A. Ho ass.
The media war goes deeper than just defending his son. LeBron's March 2025 appearance on the Pat McAfee show, where he criticized ESPN personalities like Stephen A. Smith and Brian Windhorst, revealed a pattern of trying to control narratives.
Dude, this nigga look like he ever touched a fucking basketball, touched any type of sport. No. Why is we listening to this nigga opinion over fucking basketball?
For over 2 decades.
Because he has a title media analyst?
They're about his character, his approach to relationships, and his willingness to prioritize his own interests over those of his teammates and the sport itself. From Mario Chalmers calling him out for his mental toughness to Kendrick Perkins ending their decades-long friendship over professional disagreements.
What the comments say, bro? Y'all finna piss me off. So basically, Kendall a Clark effect on LeBron. Yes. Oh my God. She gets way more hate than Caitlin Clark. So what did Cooper say? Hey, W clickbait. Hey, yo, this W clickbait, bro. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Nah, facts. Haters are just haters. Alright, bro. You being ignorant, so. Nah, on my mama, nigga. Haters are just haters, bro. No, bro, she a girl on this one. I bet, bro.